It seems that these days, security is a top priority for many countries and organizations. Everyone wants to be safe, and everyone wants to keep things that are important safe too. Make sure to stick around until the end to hear about a building that can survive anything. Before we get started, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and join our notification squad. Now, here's the 8 most protected places in the world.
The Vatican's secret archives in Italy are the stuff of legend, but their existence is absolutely real. The secretive nature of the Catholic Church and the potential trove within has fueled years of wild speculation about what was inside. Beyond the 53 miles of shelving, 35,000 volumes of catalog, and 12 centuries worth of documents could be secrets kept hidden by the Catholic Church. And we'll never know for sure because the archive's indexes are not public, and they're only accessible to scholars once they're 75 years old. If that wasn't enough, they're also housed in a fortress-like part of the Vatican. Even the name doesn't help to ease the rumors. Until 1881, not even scholars of Christianity were permitted access to the archive to view some of the Catholic Church's most impressive treasures. One standalone item is a letter from Mary, Queen of Scots, who was executed after being forced to abdicate her throne and serving nearly 20 years in custody. You'll also find other priceless documents that literally change the history of religion. But if you want to know more about these archives, you're probably best sticking to searching online. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway, a place that's been called the Noah's Ark of plant diversity and has the secure features to match. The vault is home to over 1 million seeds, each sealed individually in a heat-proof packet. The Earth's seed stocks are preserved inside the vault so that humanity can start over in the case of Armageddon-like global disasters. There are 13,000 years worth of humanity's agricultural history on the vault's shelves, and only plant breeders or researchers are allowed inside the building. It's not an easy place to reach. Svalbard is the farthest north a person can fly on a scheduled flight. Granite Mountain Records Vault. 2.4 million rolls of microfilm containing approximately 3.5 billion images of family history records is what you'll find inside the Mormon Church's Granite Mountain Records Vault. However, conspiracy theorists will tell you that there's more than meets the eye due to how hard it is to gain access to this vault. The vault is located under 700 feet of solid mountain stone, and it has reinforced entrance doors weighing 9 to 14 tons each that were said to be able to withstand a nuclear blast. Some people think that the Granite Mountain Records Vault is also home to secrets of the church that have never been revealed. What do you think is hiding behind these doors? Area 51 is located in the southern portion of Nevada in the western United States, 83 miles north-northwest of Las Vegas. This secret U.S. Air Force military installation has been the focus of numerous conspiracies involving extraterrestrial life, though its only confirmed use is as a flight testing facility. But that hasn't stopped people from doing their best to find out more about what lies behind the scenes of this testing facility. In fact, the small town of Rachel, Nevada nearby has even been dubbed the Extraterrestrial Highway. The history of this mysterious plot is equally strange, as no one can quite place where the name Area 51 even came from. And no one ever had to clarify exactly why this was until 2013, when the CIA formally confirmed its existence. That's right, this space has been used by the government for decades, but no one would confirm it even existed until very recent times. If that's not a suspicious sign, we don't know what is. When it comes to the protection surrounding Area 51, there's a reason why no one has ever successfully pushed through those gates to discover what's inside. It's virtually impossible to do so because of the incredibly high levels of security surrounding Area 51. The entire perimeter of the base is marked out by orange posts and patrolled by guards in white pickup trucks and camouflage outfits. There are also hundreds of surveillance cameras and motion detectors covering every possible spot of entry, so not even the sneakiest or stealthiest person has a chance of gaining entry into this secretive space. Also, how can we forget all the possible alien technology they might have to protect the place? We already know that conspiracy theorist Bob Lazar mentioned some sort of invisible flying saucers, so the skies could also be guarded. But all of that protection hasn't put people off from visiting, or at least attempting to. One U-2 YouTuber Josh Yazora tried to make his way to Area 51 in 2016. Josh said that the area around the gate that he approached was basically a desert with fields, cows, and distant mountains as far as the eye could see. Nonetheless, he could tell that he was under surveillance, and he noticed guards stationed in the buildings around 20 feet ahead. And a John Morris, a photographer and YouTuber who approached Area 51 during a 2016 road trip, said that he couldn't shake the feeling that something seemed off. A man named Kyle Rakudis got closer to Area 51 by actually driving through the gate when it opened conveniently as he approached it. A guard wrote down his license plate number, searched his vehicle, and finally sent him away. Kyle said that he thought he was still miles away from the real Area 51, but that he could see some flickering lights ahead. What you're probably learning by now is that if these officials don't want you to get inside Area 51, you won't be doing so. You can understand why people want to get closer thanks to all of the crazy rumors. There are people that insist that the famous 1947 Roswell crash was actually a Soviet aircraft piloted by mutated midgets, and that the wreckage remains on the grounds of Area 51. Some even believe that the US government filmed the 1969 moon landing in one of the base's hangars. The New York Fed's Gold Vault is on the basement floor of its main office building in Manhattan. Built during the construction of the building in the early 1920s, the vault provides account holders with a secure location to store their monetary gold reserves. At its peak, the vault contained over 12,000 tons of monetary gold. So you can understand why officials want to keep their reserves locked away from any prying eyes. Today, the vault remains the world's largest known depository of monetary gold. This storage space rests on the bedrock of Manhattan Island, 80 feet below street level and 50 feet below sea level. 3 individuals must be present whenever gold is moved or a compartment is opened in the vault. According to the New York Fed website, the vault is safeguarded by a comprehensive multi-layered security system, highlighted by a 90-ton steel cylinder protecting the only entry into the vault. The 9-foot-tall cylinder is set within a 140-ton steel and concrete frame that, when closed, creates an airtight and watertight seal. Also, once closed, 4 steel rods are inserted into holes in the cylinder and time clocks are engaged, locking the vault until the next business day. Quantum triple-vesseled bulletproof parking lot. Just kidding, it's just a parking lot, but one of the most protected parking lots in the world. Why is that? Maybe because of the top-of-the-line 1992 model CCTV, or maybe because they have a very advanced barcode ticket system, one that even I myself haven't figured out yet. A sensor under the car detects movement of the car, and a network of cameras keep thieves at bay. Pedestrians can only gain access to the car park if they have a ticket issued when the car entered the car park. The Cheyenne Mountain Complex in Colorado. As the name would suggest, this place is quite literally built into a mountainside. So if you can't gain entry through the door, then there's no way in. Since being declared fully operational in April of 1966, the installation has played a vital role in the Department of Defense during both peacetime and wartime. As a result, it's been heavily protected by guards and nature since its formation. Cheyenne Mountain's 15 buildings rest on more than 1,300 springs, 18 inches from the mountain's rock walls, so they could move independently in the event of a nuclear blast and the inherent seismic event. Built 7,000 feet above sea level, the station has iconic 25-ton steel doors that have the ability to close entirely in only 40 seconds. The White House. You might think it's pretty easy to gain access to the White House because it's even possible to do guided tours in multiple languages. But in actual fact, there are plenty of lesser-spotted security features making this building impenetrable to some outsiders. Every inch of the perimeter of the White House is surrounded in infrared lasers that detect even the most minuscule threat against the president. These aren't the lasers that you'd see in old spy films. No, these blanket everything including the sky, the surface, and even underground. There are also some of the most impenetrable bulletproof windows known to man, and surface-to-air missiles that'll stop any airborne vehicles from flying over the surrounding area. With all of these security measures in place, the most obvious one is actually the most effective, historic, and iconic: the fence that surrounds the White House. Not only is the newest fence crowned with spikes to deter attempts at climbing, but it also alerts agents the moment anyone puts pressure on it to ensure nobody makes it over. That's all for 8 protected places you don't want to mess with. Do you think you would stand a chance getting inside any of these places? Let us know your master plan in the comments down below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and join our notification squad. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.